Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring the profound figure of Ruesi, or sometimes just Ruesi. And they're not just legend, are they? More like a vital thread in Southeast Asian Buddhist Brahmin civilization. Our mission today is to really unpack their unique roles, as seers and mediators.
Huh.
We want to understand their impact, drawing from, well, quite a stack of source materials we've gathered.
Absolutely. And you'll find it's quite a journey. It reveals some surprising connections between these ancient beliefs and even modern life. Lots of rich history and wisdom there will help you connect the dots.
Great. So to really understand them, maybe we should start with the name itself. What does Ruesi actually signify? How does it get to their core identity?
Right. Well, the term itself comes from Sanskrit. It's rishi, and it basically means one who sees or one who knows. So the name itself points to this deep insight gained through pretty rigorous asceticism and spiritual practice. What's really fascinating, I think, is their role back in the Hindu Brahmin traditions. They were believed to have, received sacred hymns. These are called sruta. Yes, sruta, it literally means that which is heard, revealed texts, received directly from deities, supposedly during deep meditation. So this makes them crucial mediators, not just between realms, but maybe even as the original architects of wisdom. It challenges our modern view, of how deep knowledge emerges and gets passed down.
Okay, so that's the root, this foundational role. Then it travels east. How did this ancient Indian concept sort of evolve when it got to Thailand?
Well, in Thai culture, the Ruesi transformed. They became the revered crew.
Teacher.
Exactly, the
Yeah,
teacher. Masters of all sorts of fields, music, art, medicine, even sorcery or esoteric practices. They're seen as symbols of wisdom, spiritual balance, and they offer very practical help too.
And that connects directly to the Waikri ceremony, right?
Yeah.
Which people still practice widely, where Ruesi are honored as Baromakru, the first teacher, like the origin point for all knowledge. It's about tapping into this timeless flow of wisdom.
Precisely. And there's a key distinction here, Unlike Buddhist monks who are seeking nirvana, ultimate liberation, Ruesi aim for jhana, deep meditative absorption, and also abhinya,
Which is?
profound spiritual abilities. Things like foresight, maybe telepathy, healing powers, and critically, these powers are used for tangible benefits. Right here, right now. Healing, protection, blessings. It's interesting, even the Buddha, when he was Prince Siddhartha, he studied with Ruesi, but ultimately sought a path beyond theirs. So it highlights this different but still vital spiritual path focused on, practical aid, community well-being.
It sounds like they're not just one type of figure either. Their forms are diverse.
Oh, very diverse, yeah. Our sources categorize them. You have the lowest, the Racharuesi, going up to the highest, Maharuesi, who are sometimes even seen as like an aspect of Lord Shiva himself.
Wow.
And then there are the really intriguing type Ruesi. They might even have animal heads.
Animal heads, why?
It symbolizes their divine power, their connection to nature, to potent forces, and that brings up the number, right?
Right.
Why 108, Ruesi, in Thai belief?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. 108.
It's symbolic. It's not necessarily a literal head count. 108 represents completeness, abundance, fullness in wisdom and virtue. And each Ruesi often had a specialty, like Praruesi Tawua for medicine and alchemy, or Praruesi Naro. He's associated with music and the performing arts. It suggests a whole spiritual network.
Covering everything. Okay. So, beyond the myths and the spiritual side, how do Ruesi actually touch people's lives today, tangibly?
Well, a big part is creating and empowering amulets. Secret objects. For instance, Praruesi Tafe, he's believed to have created some really significant amulets.
Like Frasam Kaur?
Exactly like Frasam Kaur. Still highly revered, highly sought after. And then there's the Korb Crew ceremony, the teacher blessing.
Right.
Where a Ruesi mask, often called a Porge Ruesi mask, was actually placed on the student's head. The belief is it imparts knowledge, power, directly from that master lineage. And sometimes this can even lead to a state they call Kongkuin.
Kongkuin, what's that?
It's like a profound spiritual trance. The person feels this direct, almost physical connection to the Ruesi's power. It's quite an experience.
Wow. So putting it all together, what does this tell us? Ruesi are clearly way more than just ancient figures. They seem like a living cultural anchor, blending Buddhist, Brahmin, traditional beliefs all into one rich tapestry. They feel, timeless.
Absolutely. They represent this enduring source of wisdom. They're mediators between realms, protectors of cultural heritage, really bridging the ancient and the modern, right, in people's everyday lives.
So as you reflect on this deep dive we've taken, here's something to think about. In our own modern world, saturated with information, What kind of mediators, or perhaps seers, do we actually look to for real wisdom and insight? Who fills that role for us now? Thank you for joining us for this exploration of the fascinating world of the Praruesi.